Hello everyone and welcome to another ranked gameplay video. Today we're featuring a somewhat underplayed deck playing Jinx Lulu, guys. In the last patch everyone was playing Discard Aggro or Jinx Echo. Um, Very few people were playing Jinx Lulu, but it was actually performing better than the other decks. In the current patch we've got Jinx paired with Demacia with the Champion Strength card coming into play. All in Demacia deck, some are even running copies of Lucian, and that's the most popular deck at the moment. But Jinx Lulu is still around and still putting in better numbers, so I decided to give this a whack, try it out onto the ladder. So guys, if you want you can skip ahead. There's shortcuts down below in the description that you can jump ahead to the gameplay. Oh, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, guys. But yeah, let's get into the deck guide. So we're playing Bandle City, guys, instead of Demacia, and the sort of unpopular deck at the moment. But this is it's not quite an all-in deck. Many will say it is an all-in deck, but it does have a little bit of options. I would say it's actually a pretty difficult deck to play and pretty difficult to design as well. And the decisions that you have to make is what to discard. So you need to find a balance between discard outlets and discard fodder, and that's something that's very difficult. It requires a lot of fine-tuning. This is what I've ended up playing. I'm quite happy with this at the moment, but there are definitely tweaks that you can make. So let's quickly go through the deck, guys. Full set of Jinx and Lulu. Your win condition in this deck is Jinx. You want to level up as quick as possible and get in for the win. Get in a lot of damage as quickly as possible. And Lulu is there, I wouldn't say as a win con, but she is there to buff up your flame jumpers and clear the board for you, clear the way for Jinx to win the game. So that's what they synergize quite well together. Flame jumpers comes out once you discard as a very perfect discard fodder, and Lulu buffs him up to a 4/4 challenger. So basically that's how you're going to clear the board out with Jinx and Flame Jumpers. Lulu and Flame Jumpers clearing the way for Jinx to close out the game. So closer look at the units. We have 3 copies of Bird. Just a very efficient Bandle City card. Getting chimes into your deck to grow. We've got a lot of small creatures in our deck, so Bird will help us bulldoze into slightly bigger creatures. And it's a 1-drop, so very efficient. Yordle Squire is also a good card to have in your deck because it provides you with a tiny spear or a tiny shield. Perfect discard fodder. So you might think that extra copy of Yordle Squire is better than Bird. Well, that's something to consider. Zonite Urchin, this is a staple in discard decks. I'm only running 2 copies, and again, this is after trial and error, guys, so I've definitely started with 3 copies of the Urchin, but just to balance out the fodder versus the outlet is what you have to work on here. And I ended off with 2 copies of Zonite Urchin, 3 copies of Boom Baboon. Guys, remember when this was a 3/1? It's ridiculous card. At 2/1, it's a much more fair card, but definitely very good in this deck. We get the Flame Jumper in our hand and a 2/1 body, so this fits perfectly into the deck, so hence the full 3 copies. Then full set of Flame Jumpers. This is a very important card in this deck. Discard outlet. Sometimes you'll hard cast this card, but very rarely. 0/2 challenger. That's a perfect target to get supported by Lulu. And lastly, I've got 3 copies of Squeaker. This is a tough one. If I initially had 2 copies of him in, he gets us a Yordle Squire. He gets us a Mecha Yordle for manifesting a Mecha Yordle, and we get to, and it's also a discard outlet. So tricky card to use, but I like some of the mecha yodels that you get with this guy, so I went with 3 copies in the end. Again, up for debate as to how many you can play in there. Maybe 2 copies is a sweet spot, but I'm happy with 3. 3 copies of Poro Cannon. This is a very strong card in this deck as well. A discard outlet and 2 1/1 elusive guys. In the absence of flame jumpers, Lulu can buff up your daring Poro, so you get a 4/4 elusive. Another way to win the game. Bandle Towelstones, I just have a copy of Bandle Towelstones, and to be honest, just to give it a try in the deck. It does give us Electro Harpoon, which is a discard outlet and damage card. Pretty neat card. Also Heroic Refrain, which might use sometimes. Yodel Contraption I've never used, but does give you that option. Full 3 copies of Jury Rig. Once again, perfect discard fodder. 3 copies might be a bit questionable, but you can always hardcast this card if you don't have the discard outlet in hand. Scrap Heap is another Mecha Yodel manifester. So one per scrap burst card. Pretty handy card. Burst cards are quite important in this deck to level up Jinx at burst speed. Then I have 2 copies of Mystic Shot. This was quite difficult choice to make, and 2 copies of Pokey Stick as well. Very difficult to find the spots for these cards. You really want to be running 3 copies of both of these cards, but with the discard synergies that you need, you can't afford it, especially with Pokey Stick, which sometimes is drawing a card is normally great, but in this deck it can sometimes be a hindrance when you're trying to level up Jinx. And what do? You draw a card, and you have another card that you need to discard. I ended up with a copy of Rummage. Again, Rummage is such a great card in this deck when it comes to leveling up Jinx, but again, just very difficult to find the slots. I went with the full 3 copies of Get Excited. This does everything you need in this deck, so go with those full 3, get that damage in. You'll see when you play this deck, you need these damage cards to get you over the line. And Get Excited not only deals damage to your opponent, but it will help you level up Jinx, and once you've leveled up, it will help you discard cards to get the rocket in hand. And 1 copy of Sneezy Biggle Dust. This is an interesting one. Normally in this deck was the Bandle City staple deck, where you had the Yodel Captain boosting up your guys. Sneezy Biggle Dust was a great finisher. Not so much in this deck. It's a solid finisher in this deck. It's a solid boost. But I just threw in 1 copy just to give it a shot. You're going to fill your board up quite often, so Sneezy Biggle Dust is going to boost all of your guys up and get in for a big swing. So that's the deck, guys. Pretty straightforward deck, but pretty difficult to play as well. Very difficult to pilot, but very strong once you get used to it. I would say give this deck a shot. I think I personally prefer this to the Jinx Demacia deck, which I think is an all-in deck. All-in, go in, smash your opponent. If he survives, you die. If not, you win. And pretty stock standard deck to play, and I think this gives you more interesting gameplay when Lulu comes in and just does something different. Alright guys, that's the deck guide for today. Hope you enjoy the games. See you next time. Okay guys, let's get into game 1, and we're up against a Seraphine Targon deck. Running Aphelios and Victor and Seraphine, of course. Okay, lots of cheap cards to choose from. Yodel Squire is not the greatest draw, but pretty solid. Poro Cannon is good. Let's start off with Bird. get a chime into our deck and boost one of our squires up. So playing against a controller deck, we want to go pretty aggressive. So can't be too unhappy with these cards. Jinx. Always happy to see Jinx. There's Acorn. Gonna drop the buff Yodel Squire. Pick this tiny spear. Acorn gets in, which means he gets to discount a spell in hand. Mystic Shot takes out our Squire, that's fine. Get a Daring Porros out, so just to counter Acorn. So looking pretty good. We've got Pokey Stick, which we can use to take out Acorn. Tiny Shield might be an option here. When Seraphine's on board early. Opponent pretty confident with that play. Swinging in.
Whoa, you sound great.
Interesting, he chooses to block the 2-1. Obviously conscious of not losing too much health. Seraphine down to 2 health, which is good news. Bounce and bolt here. We want to challenge Seraphine. Do I save? Do I put a play out of portal? Two Jinx in hand, so that's handy because the second Jinx will double as a I'm gonna drop the portal first, that doubles as they get excited. Okay, I'm gonna drop the bouncer and bolt here. It does have mana to take it out. The gem on Seraphine is interesting. It doesn't save her, but it does mean that my bounce and bolt dies. Fury Rage is okay. Okay, they might have something to protect Seraphine here. Ooh! Sputtering Soul Song Spinner. So the old Seraphine would have leveled up with this play. Not the new one though. The newly nerfed Seraphine. He must have an answer now. He's got three spells in hand. Bone Skewer. Bone Skewer is an interesting choice. Okay, but we still have... So I'm gonna drop the Jinx and then target Seraphine with a Get Excited.
Just you and me, Fishbones. And them.
Opponent only has 1 mana bill, but remember he does have 2 free spells in hand. So he might have an answer here. He does. Lead and follow. Okay. That does slow him down a bit though. Yes. Seraphine in hand. But pretty happy with this. We have a Seraphine, a Jinx level up incoming. I'm just gonna see if we can find a better card with our Pokey Stick. The 1 damage doesn't hurt either. Baboon, baboon. Oh, it's on that urchin of his own. Helps him cycle through his deck. Okay, my flame jumper is going to self-destruct. But I do get to level up Jinx and draw a card. So opponent kind of forced to attack with his 2-1. Okay, now he pulled out his 3-3. Yeah, I'm just gonna block one of them. Fire my rocket at his face. Ooh, Glimpse Beyond. He's drawing a lot of cards. But he's going to be facing pretty sizable attack next turn. Ooh, Mystic Shot and Get Excited. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. It's negating some of that damage. I'm gonna let this go through. We still have the potential to get another rocket, which should be enough to take him out. Let's Get Excited 3 plus Sunburst onto Jinx. Okay. So if I throw Mystic Shot plus Get Excited to his face, that's 5 plus the rocket 4, that's 9 total damage. Should be enough. Opponent with 2 mana open. Ah, he surrenders. There we go, guys. Same one in the bag. One zip up with Jinx Lulu. Be right back with game 2, guys. And we're back with game 2 with what looks like a mono yes indeed a mono Shurima deck with all the Shurima champions you can fit in the deck. So we have Jinx, we don't have a 1-drop. I'm gonna drop Squeaker. Okay, 2 Boom Baboons is not bad. And the Squeaker, interesting, no 1 drops in sight. Tempted to play the Scrap Heap, but no real point to that. Damage is great, it's going to help us get Jinx leveled up eventually. Flame Jumpers. There's a 1-drop, 2 turns too late. A few options here. I'm gonna go with Squeaker. This is okay. I'll go with the support guy. Okay.
Got this from a side quest.
Can actually use a tiny spear here.
Worries fall from us like water.
Yeah, like a tiny spear onto our Squeaker. Squeaker has augment as well, so he'll
So shiny, it's gotta
yeah,
be
he
way
pops up to a
strong.
4-2. A bit of damage coming in here, get to pull the Soothsayer. 8 damage in. Opponent has his protected Sun Disk. Mystic Shot, not unhappy to see the Mystic Shot.
We love it when
Merciless Hunter. Targeting Squeaker. So gonna keep a Mystic Shot up. Squeaker is building up. So I have the option here to Mystic Shot the Hunter. Okay. Lots of choices here. Going to, in the absence of Lulu, we have our support engine here anyway. Lots of choices here. Changing my mind. These aren't the greatest choices. Trumpet, yeah, what? Seems like best choice out of the lot. This was a good bit of damage in. 8 damage if he does not have an answer for the defense. Shapestone, that's fine. Quicksand as well. Okay. I think I'm gonna drop Jinx. Get Jinx down. Just the threat of leveling up Jinx will be handy here. Connection. Okay. Let's go.
Come drink.
I can. That's fine. Just making some board space here to drop my. Can drop my Urchin and Flame Jumpers.
The sun rock got me good. There's a blast from the past.
Double Flame Jumpers. So I'm going to level up Jinx and drop our Flame Jumpers, unfortunately. Dropping them into the bin. But leveling up Jinx is just too important at this stage. This will get our opponent down to 1 life. And Mystic Shot in hand is perfect. Yep. That's it, guys. 2-0. Jinx Lulu doing it. She's so excited. So excited is our goal, Jinx. And we're back for game 3 up against the big boy, Aatrox. The Aatrox Arcane deck. Should be interesting, guys. Again, no one drops. Oof. Not the ideal starts, but oh, Jinx. Jinx is good. Double boom, baboon.
The box bestows for a price. A voice
Cross
from
the box.
within.
Can't block the fearsome guy. The old boom baboon would have blocked that. Lulu. A little bit of an awkward situation here with Lulu. Gonna hold up on playing Lulu for now. Bouncer and gold seems good here. Ooh, that's nasty. 3/3 fearsome, life steal and tough.
You will see.
Playing some mind games there, guys. Don't really have anything to take him out just yet. Oh yeah, Pakai gets the boost. So he's probably found. Oh, he could have found Arcane, right? Arcane or Aatrox. There's his elusive guy, 3/2 elusive. Choices here. Yeah, gonna drop Lulu this time. Oof, the lodestone. We are going to be taking a hit here, guys. And try to minimize it as much as possible. Taking out his elusive guy and preventing him from getting the boost.
Shadow and misery.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he has blockers for Lulu.
Let's use all the colors.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Gonna take out his life steal guy. Probably going to take out my Lulu. We're in a bit of a tough spot here, guys. Basically, my game plan is to clear out the board as much as I can. Get Jinx down and leveled up.
They will feel my
Kane is a problem. Let's get some guys down.
Fascinating, the overlap between magic and science.
Okay, we do have a Jinx level up angle. If we do level her up though, we will not have enough for the rocket this turn. I'm not sure why I took Little Zipper there. It's basically going to be this card for now. Not gonna drop Jinx just yet because Kane's gonna get at her. He's targeting my flame jumpers, right? Sticky spot, guys. Yeah, Jinx is down, leveling up next turn.
Our people.
Considering leveling her up now, so I get extra cards next turn. Lulu. So I'm gonna drop Lulu and then level up Jinx. Okay, so we get to level up Jinx, but that's all we do basically.
Where is it?
Sneezy Biggle Dust. Okay,
They won't like this.
I think I'm going to attack first.
Up we go!
Drown in shadow.
Ah, that was a mistake. I forgot that he levels up. So I should have dropped the rocket first
The child
and then
is gone.
called him.
The killer remains.
I'm pretty sure he's got something in hand anyway. It's too late for the rocket, but it's down to 3 life, guys.
Only war can bring me peace.
Oh, there's the healing coming in. Oh, 8 drops my health. Just spoiled my day. Well, I'm not sure what to do here, guys. Heroic Refrain, maybe can kill this guy. Oh, that gives him.
Submit to me. Obey your master.
He's healing so much, guys. This game is turning fast. That's 14 damage out of nowhere. Maybe I should have taken the Earth Shaker. Flame Chompers? I don't think I can come back here, guys. My attacks just heal him up, right? Oh. Well, this is going nowhere. Okay, the power of Aatrox, guys. I was so close and then he played Aatrox. This game's over. Look at that life game. GG opponents, I can't do anything.
All things can be analyzed, even darkened.
Alright guys, so Aatrox got the better of us in the end. I might have just played that, maybe I had taking out Arcane might have helped us. I'm not sure though. We were close though, we got him down to 3 health, but that's life. Okay, thanks guys, I'm leaving it there. 2-1 for the day.